Hello, I'm Fatima Otero, and this is discussion two for women in the church. The first question that we have is: have you ever been judged or judged others more or less harshly due to their gender? I think not that I have judged, but I have been judged. I used to work in a storage company, and the storage company had several storage around the city in Colorado, and usually it was male dominated. The goal to have is to have high numbers of rent storage, and so it seems like in that sense men used to come and rent more storage. They have more stuff to storage, I guess. And I always noticed that our boss used to give better stores to men than would give them to me. There was two ladies who we work in Denver, and it was interesting because they will send us. I will see that we will take care of maybe a whole month storage from maybe about 30-40 miles away from Denver, and they would not give that to the men because men were keeping their numbers. They were more aggressive with the customer. I felt like we were judged, and I felt like we were aggressive because we kept the same numbers as they were, and yet they send us to further stores and take care of different stores. Yeah, that was kind of my experience on that. The second question says, do you have a different expectation for people based on their gender? I never thought of that. I'm Hispanic, and I was born in Nicaragua, and unfortunately, it's a male-dominated culture. Moms are always spoiled the boys, and they don't. They make the daughters be the ones who work and do and take care of everything, but always serve the man. And unfortunately, that kind of was imprinted in my head since I was young. So unfortunately, I do expect that when I see a man to be the person who's gonna go to work, is gonna bring the money, it's gonna be the leader in a team, be more aggressive. And yes, I have judged that, unfortunately. That's it. The next question says, have you struggled with being likable? I don't think so. I think I like to be the peacemaker, and sometimes that kind of gives me that sense of, oh, I come with complimenting others, encouraging others. So I don't think I ever met anyone that, at least into my face, that they have said, I don't like you. Even in that job that I was explaining earlier, even the men, they were like, yeah, you guys have your numbers. You guys should stay around and not be driving so far. And so it wasn't a competition in there, but it's always a competition at work. Right now at the place that I work for an IT company, and after COVID, they send us home, and we stayed home, work from home all the time. And I noticed that a lot of the men that used to come around our cubicles before COVID, they will come and act like, oh, I got all my numbers in and all that, because we work in renewals. And so now it sounds more like the women's are more, because we're not face to face. The women's are the ones doing more like the talk. Oh, I cover all my month, my numbers are in, and it sounds more like they're more an outgoing. Do I worry too much about what other people think? I used to. I think when you get older, you kind of learn your value. And I think with God, I have learned that my value, it's is who I am, and I'm thankful for that. So no, I do not worry, and I feel very confident in the things that I do, even in school, in church, and in at work. In school, yeah, I still struggle. So, what do you think about the video and her message? Her message was excellent. I loved how the example she gives about the guy she met at the ski resorts. I love that. I love that, because that has happened in many ways. Not in that extreme of trying to, but sometimes when you're at the store, people can rather. I don't know if you ever seen those guys that sells phone. There's sometimes rather talk to guys than talk to the ladies. Not that I wanted to buy a phone, but anyways, so I do like it. One thing that I found in these journal is that I want to kind of say it really quick, is men are expected to be aggressive, ambitious, dominant, forceful, independent, self-sufficient, and women lighten the communal characteristics of portraying themselves as helpful, kind, sympathetic, interpersonal, sensitive. And I think in that journal, scholar team that I found, I felt like Robin touched that on that too, and that it enforce the situation of what we see every day with as women. Thank you.